Good afternoon and welcome back to our virtual open day here at Mary MacKillop Catholic College. We're going to be looking at our senior facilities this afternoon, and I am really excited to show you around our Year 7 to 12 classroom here. So our college is currently made up of about 730 students from prep through to Year 12, with this year being our first year for Year 12. And you'll shortly get to hear from some of our first Year 12 students, which are our college captains. Just to let you know, it is a bit windy and cold here today, so we're going to be moving from buildings quite quickly. So just to keep that in mind. Now, obviously, this is a first event for us, so please forgive all our little hiccups along the way, but we want to make this a real experience for you and show you what we have here.
Hello, my name's Connor McCarrow. I'm in Year 12 and I've been a part of this school since Year 7.
My name's Caitlin and I'm the other school captain. I've been here since grade 10. As school captains, we do a lot of work in the community and within the school, planning events, getting kids involved and making things happen.
We've spoken at events such as the Pioneer Village on Australia Day at Highfields. We run assemblies and events in the junior school, such as reading in the library for National Read to Young Readers Day. And we can't wait to get so many other things going in the school. My typical day usually involves getting up, having breakfast, making sure my bag's packed for school, clothes are ironed, then coming to school and getting ready and getting into school, especially with PC. And I find that's a really important part of the day. It's a good break from between home life and school life and sets you up for the day.
So for me, I typically come to school, PC, lessons, lunch, all sorts of normal things. I'll go home and have family time and some study time. During the day, Connor and I will probably have something captain-y going on, like whether it's meetings, running assemblies, or planning other things. I've had many extracurricular opportunities at Mary MacKillop, like being involved in Healing Hands, one of our Cooking for Homeless programs, leading Rosary, being part of our Sprint Club, participating in ICAS academic competitions, and being in the school musical. Sorry, Connor.
I've had the opportunity to be a foundation member of the Youth Minis, which is now, as Caitlin said, Healing Hands. Participate in many extracurricular tutorials to extend myself in different subjects. Participation in choirs, in musicals, and to be a voice of the students at events such as the PNF. My biggest highlight of my schooling so far has actually been being elected to be college captain. I really cherish this because it gives me an opportunity to be a part of the foundation and the legacy of this school and to help establish the beginnings of the community.
So for me, I probably have two highlights. One's a bit smaller, being involved with the preps 1s and 2s. I love reading to them, I love being around them. They're so joyous and they love having us around. And as Connor said, I also love being school captain. I loved the ceremony in which we were given our badges and we finally came out to the community as school captains. There are many ways we interact with the younger students, of course, as Connor said in PC. We love the activities run by the library. We love activities such as in Science Week. Our lockers aren't in year levels like some schools, they're in PCs, so we're easily able to talk to the younger students if something's happening.
Yeah, and on the topic of PC, we often run a lot of competitions between each of the houses, which really helps build a good relationship within your year group between your levels, but also builds a bit of rivalry, a bit of community and a bit of fun between the houses and makes school just that little bit more interesting. We do have some tips for those of you who are heading into grade Year 7 or even Year 10, 12, 11, wherever it may be. And my advice is to spend time having fun, but also focusing in this school because you can't really have your fullest if you're not having fun or studying at the same time.
My probably biggest tip is to get involved in everything you can. Join that team, join that arts club, do what you like, and you'll find friends that have similar interests to you. I think that's all from us, Connor.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for stopping by and we hope to see you all at the college soon.
Bye.
And this is where Mr. Sean Albion, our Assistant Principal for Student Wellbeing and Seniors. So I'm going to pass over to Mr. Albion and he's going to explain a few things about our college.
Thanks, Phoebe. Is here good?
Yeah.
Good. So what I want to talk to you about is the wellbeing area of our community. So obviously as a college we prioritise it quite highly. We have 2 assistant principals, so myself in the senior school, Bridget Riley in the junior school. We also have 2 middle leaders, Steve Coram, Kate Carroll, And we have 2 counsellors, which you'll talk to very soon, who are Jasmine and Cara, who are amazing. And also your students will be able to talk to their PC teacher, and they have a support system with the students in that PC as well. So we prioritise it quite highly. And within this wellbeing area, we've got a number of things I'd like to talk to you about today. One of them being the wellbeing framework, which we started last year and we've implemented throughout the community. And it talks about the different tiers that we use to support the children here at Mary Mac. So the first part of that is that all teachers are consistent and they use the same expectations from P to 12. So similar positive learning behaviours, similar teaching and learning practices, and the way that we communicate and deal with families and students is consistent across the college. Within our tiers, we work on the Tier 1, being that we try and access all students with just mainstream, normal interactions that we do within our classrooms every day. Some of the things that we use within there are our merit system. So in the junior school, you would have heard about the Joey points. In the senior school, it is the Mary Mac points. So what we do within that is we talk about the different ways that you can succeed in the classroom, and we challenge the students to meet that in their everyday. Another thing we do within our Tier 1 is we look at the BU tracking system. So every student within our community, we track their behaviours, their emotions, and we use that data to inform how the different programs that we use and how we can support the different students within the community. One of the things that we use that data to inform is the Get Skilled program. And the ladies, the counsellors, they'll talk a little bit more about that, but it's basically a program linked to PERMA, which is positive emotions, engagement, relationships, meaning, achievement and health. I had to double check those letters. But basically all of the things we do within Get Skilled link to the PERMA model. And even today we had a session about leadership with our senior students. You would have spoken to Caitlin and Connor, and they were talking about leadership and how they can show that character strength within our community. Some other things within our wellbeing system. We've got a behaviour support process, and it links very closely to a responsible thinking program. It uses what the students want, what their behaviour is, and what are they actually trying to get from that behaviour. So then we try and get them to consider what do they need to do to get what they actually want. So it's all about learning from mistakes. There are consequences for actions, and if students continue to do that, obviously we have processes that we can deal with those things. However, it's more about what do we want, how can we actually behave to get to that. The only other thing that I really want to express is wellbeing is a really important area within our community, but we also have the teaching and learning, the formation, and a lot of that moulds together to ensure that we can give the best opportunities for our students to be the best version of themselves. So.
Room, and it's where our students are able to have a hands-on approach where they can learn about the important and nutrients of the food that we put in our body. We're also going to be able to speak to our college deputy principal, Miss Charmaine Cridland, and she's going to have a quick chat to you as well. So come on.
Hello, I'm very well. How are you, Phoebe?
Well, thank you. So this is our food technology room, so feel free to have a look around.
Good morning, everybody, and thank you for joining us here today. So far today, if you've joined us for our junior tour and our senior tour, you would have heard from a lot of our assistant principals and our principal, Mr. Gabbett. Mr. Gabbett would have talked to you about our 3 pillars, in particular our formation of our child. You would have heard from our wellbeing assistant principals, and they would have talked to you about, again, that formation going right through from prep through to our graduating student. Mr. Nika and Ms. Adler would have talked to you about the curriculum and the various subjects and pathways we offer. So what we're looking at here today is one of our specialist rooms, which is our food tech, and that's one of the advantages of a P to 12 college. What we have is the ability to allow our junior students the opportunity to transition and work in our specialist areas, as well as having specialist subject teachers. So we look at the formation of the child right through, as I said. We have curriculum that we're able to back map right from year 12, what we want our students to exit with. We talk about 21st century skills and cognitive verbs, literacy and numeracy, and we're able to back map that right through from prep right through to our senior students. The other advantages is buddy programs. So some of our senior students work with our junior students in reading programs, assisting with school liturgies, and going about various house activities as well. So buddy programs, formation and curriculum. Then in year 6, what we do is provide the opportunity for our students to start to engage in our specialist areas. So our year 6s come across and they start working in our science labs, in our industrial tech labs, in our food tech rooms. So they get the ability to not only work in the specialist rooms, but with the specialist subject teachers. We also offer a moving on up day, and that happens in about early term 4. And the idea of that is to provide an opportunity for our year 6 students to participate in a program for the day. We invite our new students that have registered for year 7 for the following year and any other new students. And during that day, they participate in a number of specialist areas. They rotate through the program. They participate in house activities, have a shared morning tea and shared lunch as well. So it's a really exciting day where the students get the opportunity to live the life of a Mary MacKillop student. So we do invite also any students or families who are unsure. You know, it is a big decision. So it's really important that you have the opportunity to come and spend a day in the college and really see if this is the right fit for you. So if you are undecided at this stage, please get in contact with Phoebe and she'll be able to provide some additional information about that moving on up day, and you can register and you're more than welcome to join us. So thank you very much for joining our tours today, and I hope you've found them really interesting and encouraging as well. So thank you.
Great.
Thank you, Phoebe.
No worries. Thank you so much for that, Miss Cridland.
No problem.
I'm sure our parents at home have a bit of an ease of mind with that information.
Certainly.
Okay, so we're going to head down to our Joseph building where we will have a look at our specialist lessons. As Miss Cridland has just mentioned, our music room, our art room and our IDT technology classroom. So if you'd like to have one last look around here, we can have a look at what our students are doing, and then we'll head down and I'll meet you down there.
So they've got cookies happening here, taste testing over here. Girls, what are you doing?
Plant-based testing. Yes, we made 3 meals with a can of baked beans.
Okay, and then you're assessing those.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Welcome to our Joseph building. Similar to our food technology room, this is where our students get to have a hands-on approach in that of creative arts, so music, art and building and technology down in the end room. So this is our music room. And we have some students online learning in here. And then we'll head down to our art room, where we'll get to meet Mr. Shivers. He's our art teacher. He is very passionate about our students and what they do here at the college. Hi Mr. Shivers, how are you?
Going?
We're just having a look around the art room. Do you think you could say a few words about what you do here at the college for our students?
Well, I'm pretty lucky. I get to work with this particular group of students 4 times a week. They are sensational operators. But right at the moment, they've been back for a week and trying to get back into the flow of their senior studies. So at the moment, they're literally doing a crash course on finishing assignments and handing them in. There is artwork out that's spread around the room, but the best part is it's always a busy environment down here and we're pretty proud of the space. So cool. So take a wander around.
Yeah, definitely. We'll have a look around our art room. We might keep moving down to our identity room, which is where our building and construction and all things metal and wood tech happen. And we'll get to meet Mr. Brunner down there. So I'll take you down there. It might be a bit noisy in here, so bear with us. So we've got some of our senior students here working on a piece, and we've got Mr. Brunner over here. So I'll introduce you and hand you over. This is Mr. Troy Brunner. He's our IDT teacher. So I'll hand you over and he can tell you what he does here, and
Alright.
you can have a look around.
Hi guys, welcome to Joseph 3 and 4. It's one big space, but it's actually 2 rooms. We offer a number of subjects here. So in grades 7 and 8, the kids have a go at, they do a rotation, so a term-long rotation where they'll try wood tech, metal tech, digital literacies, digital technology and food tech. So they do that for both grades 7 and 8. Once they get to grade 9, they can select our subjects down here as a 2-year elective. So Mr. Lunny's workshop practices, that's one of the choices down here. You can also choose design if you're looking to follow like an ATAR pathway. We also do in senior, so 11 and 12, we have some vocational courses. Building construction, which is currently in process here. The guys are building a dining table made out of pallets. They've also constructed an outdoor chapel outside there. Yeah, another subject that we do is industrial tech skills. So it's a combination of automotive and welding. So the guys currently are building a trailer. They've just finished a unit of automotive where they do basic automotive systems. So yeah, design is another option, another ATAR pathway in 11 and 12 that we do in technology. So if you want to have a look around, we can show you some of the jobs that they're doing. Workshop practices, done dining chair, camping chairs. That's our junior wood side, and we're coming into our metal technology side. Some of the metalwork projects, it's just a taste during year 7 and 8. There's some of the year 7 and 8 projects there. We're lucky we're very well equipped in the technology department with our tools and machinery. If you'd like to come into the design room, we'll show you the laser cutter and 3D printers. Yeah, it's a good project. So here we have our laser cutter. 7s, 8s, 9s and 10s are currently using that at the moment, just as another design element for their workshop jobs. They get to choose a design and we load it into the computer and out she comes. So it's another cool tool. 3D printers, so another 3D modelling option that we have. It's currently going. Doing a passive speaker and a fishing lure. So all of our subjects in design, we try to give the kids a taste of all of these machines. So design, workshop practices, wood and metal tech. Let's come out the back and we'll show you the senior industrial tech room. We've got welding bays up this end here. Once again, we're really well equipped. We're lucky with what we've got here. The kids have just started to jig up a frame for a trailer that we're building. So it's going to be for the school. The school does HPV racing, human-powered vehicles. We also build build these. There's one in process over there. This trailer's designed to fit those in. If you look up the far end, there's a car there that was donated to the school. So 11s and 12s get to do an automotive unit. So basic automotive systems. So once again, very well resourced.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much for showing us around, Mr. Brunner. Obviously, our students are very lucky to have not only the expertise that we have in our teachers, but also the tools and the facilities that we have. So thank you once again for showing us around.
Thank you.
And we'll get out of your hair now and you can finish up with your senior students. We're going to head up to our Tennyson building now, which is where our science labs are located. We'll get to have a chat with one of our senior science teachers and then have a look around the classroom. So I will see you up there shortly. Bear in mind, it is a bit of a long walk, so please bear with us. Thank you. So this is our Tennyson building. We're going to head straight into a classroom because it is quite windy and I'm keeping noise in mind, so follow me. Come in. So this is one of our year 11 and 12 classes taught by Mr. Dean Logan. So
Hello, how are you? Hello guys, how you going? I'm Dean, I teach senior science here at Mary McKillop Catholic College, and welcome to our physics class. Currently they're looking at different ways of momentum to move an object around. So come around and have a look. Yeah, just keep going guys. So they've all designed like different little systems to try and make the ball go a certain way. So they've got to get the angles right and the momentum right and so forth. So this is a grade 11 experiment, and the grade 12s are currently looking at the standard model and relativity. And of course, we thought we'd leave a little bit of the equations up on the board for you to have a bit of a look at, that maybe your child can come along and learn all about this too.
that's fantastic. Looks like they're having a lot of fun while learning at the same time.
It's got a bit quieter right now actually,
Yeah.
so it has.
That's great.
Oh, yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you so
Yeah,
much,
you're
Mr.
welcome.
Logan. Okay, so that brings us to the end of our senior college tour. So I want to say a massive thank you for attending our virtual tour today. As we've said a few times, it is a first for us here at the college, so please forgive us for any hiccups that have happened along the way today. If you do have any questions that haven't been answered, or if you'd like to have a chat with any one of our staff member here, please don't hesitate to contact the college and talk to myself or whoever it might be that you would like to have a chat with. Now, don't forget that if you have attended today and you've registered for our virtual open day and you would like to submit an application for enrolment form, if it is submitted before next Friday at 5 p.m, so the 29th of May, we are going to waive the $50 application fee. So if you would like to, or even if you just want to have a chat, please get in contact with me. Again, thank you so much for attending. We've loved welcoming you to our college, even though we couldn't do it like we would have liked to. Okay, thanks very much.